Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another review yet again. A DEMIMOSINC here by BluDigit, a SU27. I just purchased this aircraft out of Impulse yesterday. I saw a lot of people flying Pipers and other aircrafts that were in the sim. This one I think might be a new aircraft and nobody really did any reviews on, and I wanted to give it a look. I did a live stream with it the other day, and I had a blast with it. It does come with many different liveries. It's only about $25. It has an airspeed of 600 knots, which is absolutely insane, and it goes a heck of a lot faster than that, trust me. I had this thing up to 65,000 feet. It has a max cruise altitude of 62,000. So I was well above that. 2 hours of duration, 2,175 nautical miles. And this is a blast to fly. Simple, easy to use, and fun. That's what it's all about here with Microsoft Flight Simulator, and this does that all. If you're into fighter jets and you don't know the complex systems of one, this one kind of simplifies it, and it's pretty fun to fly. So we're going to take a look at this aircraft. We're going to jump inside, start it up, and give it a little bit of a flight today as we do. There's many different liveries that you can see here. There's, let's see, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different liveries, okay? Yesterday I was using this one. I thought it was pretty cool, and we're probably going to go with the same one today. Many different liveries, as you can see here, yours to choose from. I believe this is a Russian fighter jet, so we're just going to pull it Carl in dark on the ground here. And let me just set up my engines real quick here before I forget to put them back to jet engines so that we don't have any issues on startup. But nevertheless, this plane is a blast, and you're going to see why in a second here. Alright, there we go. Nope. Okay. Well. Alright. Well, if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing to the Aviation Enthusiast channel, where we do flight reviews, we do shorts of plane spotting, and we do live streaming all week as many times as the wife allows. So if you guys are interested in that, come join us. I'm going to be building more Flight Simulator as we grow this channel and we get more revenue coming in. Right now I'm spending a lot of it on reviewing aircrafts. Eventually I'm going to start building simulator and among other things, including flight lessons that we'll probably post as vlog videos on the channel as well. So stay tuned for all of that and more as we jump inside this beautiful SU27. Alright, as you can see, I like that it's all kind of like a digital readout here. I did check out the autopilot. Autopilot seems to work pretty well, which is pretty cool to see. And it's fairly simple, even though it looks kind of complex. So we could remove the flags. We can go up to the checklist here. And if you don't know how to start it, you can just basically just go through the checklist. So the parking brake is here and set. Ladder is available, which it is right now. There's a ladder on the outside of the aircraft if you want it to disappear. All you got to do is click on it, which is right here, and you can go up, and the ladder is gone. So very simple things. Idle, we got to check that's in the idle position, which is the pilot's hand is over top of right now. I guess you can also turn on and off the pilot himself if you don't like that on. Totally up to you, whatever your preference is. Battery can come to the on position. We're just going to go through the checklist together here. Navigation light is on and checked. And cabin light as required. It does have pretty good cabin lights in here, so you can see at night, which it will be pretty nicely lit, and I'll show you that as well in this video today. APU is pretty simple. You just press it in once. This one will come up to the top, then this one will follow as such. Once it's both on, you will have the APU up and running, and you'll be ready for engine start. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for 100% on the APU as this rises. You come outside, you can actually hear the APU. I might have to do a little bit of yelling as this is a jet and it's loud on the outside. Let's go ahead and set the altimeter. So we'll come back to the flight position, and I'm going to just press the D button to set the altimeter here. That way we're all set up. Alright, coming back to that, both those needles are at the top position, which means we're at 100% for the APU. Now we can move on to engine start. We'll go to condition lever, which is oh, I'm sorry, the lights, the navigation, no, I forget the name. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and put those on as well, and we'll go to fuel, go ahead and put fuel on and checked. And we'll go engine start, which is this button here. You can hear it pretty good on the inside as well as the outside. Okay. Waiting for that engine to come up still. That's engine number 1 still coming up. Or 2, I should say. Alright, we got that engine up. Let's go ahead with our checklist and continue on to the next one. So that one is done. That one is also done. That one's checked. Alright. Oh, this is for number 2. I'm sorry. So 2, we go to the on position, which we did. Engine to start. We did that. So this is for the next one. On and press. There we go. Now we just gotta wait for that to come up. That's this is the other engine we're waiting for. There it goes. Rising. Okay, and of course our next step would be after startup. APU can come to the off position, so we'll go ahead and click that. These needles should fall back down to the off position. Ladder we already removed, and that is gone. Canopy is closed. By the way, you can open and close the canopy, and it does change the sound effects of the aircraft, so you will be able to hear the jet engine starting up really nicely. I don't know why that's not working for some reason. Oxygen is checked on. HE die, boom. Lights to on. And checked. For taxi. Alright, we're done with that. It does open and close the canopy. I don't know why it's not working for some reason. Canopy. Oh, crap. So I just blew off the canopy by accident there with the emergency pull off. So you can't reset the canopy, so you're just going to have to go back in to the aircraft, which is another thing I should show you guys. I'm sorry, the canopy wasn't working there, which is kind of weird. Usually the canopy has no issues. I'm not 100% sure why it's not working. It was working perfectly fine, so could be a little bit of a glitch in the aircraft itself. I'm not sure, or it could be a setting that I'm not doing right. So we're just going to go do a quick startup, and we'll taxi out to the runway here momentarily, and we'll make sure our APU is set to the off position. Everything else should be good, so turn that HUD on, and of course we'll flick on the oxygen as well, just to make sure everything is up and running. Brightness, panel lights. I'm going to show you what it looks like at night, too. So to see it at night, pretty simple here. Okay. This is what it looks like at night. Need a little bit of night lighting to see the panel. It does have it. Really cool. And I'm also going to show you one other thing since we're here at night. Once these engines are up, check this out, guys. I just want to show you it does have flames on both of the engines as well. So, okay, let's go ahead. This thing can really move. It handles great on the ground. A really nice aircraft, really well made. I'm super happy with it. The developer did a fantastic job with this fighter jet. It's one of my favorite, to be honest with you. We're taxiing one engine right now, and now they're both up. Okay. I'm just going to show you how fast this thing can take off. It's crazy. So with the HUT, you'll be able to tell your airspeed a little bit better than you can on the indicator on the bottom there, if need be. So we're just going to turn onto the runway here and just check out how crazy this aircraft is, guys. So we'll just say we're at a dead stop, right? And let's go. Look at this. I'm putting left rudder in right now. 100, and we're already up. Just an amazing machine here. I love this. I'm not a big fighter jet guy. I don't know a lot about them, but I gotta say I have a couple of them, and I flew a couple of them, and this is by far my absolute favorite one. We're already at 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, probably 15,000, and just way above the clouds already breaking that barrier of speed. I'm trying to keep the nose down here, guys. 24,000 feet. Trying to keep that nose down so we can continue to climb with the power set here. 15, let's see if we could do 10% climb here. 30,000 feet already, guys. 30,000 feet. So let's try to level out a little bit. Absolutely beautiful aircraft here. 31,000. We're still climbing. 520 knots, 31,000 feet, and just unbelievable, this aircraft, guys. We're going to do a flight with this in a live stream today. I got to do it. 33,000 already. Way above the clouds here. Full afterburners are on still. 35,000. We're just going to climb as far up as we can here. It says it goes... Man, I love this thing. It handles so good, so maneuverable, so agile. Like, man, I am not a fighter jet guy, but this is one of the best that I flew so far. I love it. It's simple to use, simple to operate, works fantastic. Everything's functionable. The sounds are great. The quality is great. The ground handling is great. The power of this aircraft is second to none. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to put a little bit more fuel in. And we're going to continue on here. Beautiful day to fly here. Almost at 40,000 feet. Still climbing. Still climbing here. Doing about 170 knots, guys. 170. Unbelievable. Now, I'm going to bring up this so we can at least get an idea of where we're at. So we took off from West Palm Beach, and we want to come back towards West Palm. So I'm going to make kind of like a big loop as we climb up here. And then we'll try to land back down at West Palm. The other thing about this aircraft is the landing. A lot of these aircrafts are very difficult to land. This one is relatively simple, and it has cool feature, which you'll see when we land here. There's actually parachutes that deploy out of the back of this aircraft, which, in my opinion, is super cool and unique. I didn't see that in any other sim, and I thought that was absolutely a great touch with this type of aircraft. Now, I guess that's true to real world, the way that is. I'm not 100% sure. All right, 48,000 feet, continuing up here. We're doing about 730 knots still. Just making a giant loop around Florida here, South Florida. Probably breaking every window down there. 48,000 and climbing. Now I'm going to try to put the autopilot on in a second here. Autopilot, VS, boom. Alright, there we go. Autopilot is on. And now we're just going to try to climb up. This is us. We're going to go back north here. The heading mode does work, so pretty cool to see. Now this plane doesn't have a lot of like it's not, the modeling is not shiny at all means. It's kind of like run down looking, but it's freaking awesome, dude. It is awesome. I love it. I mean, it's just the functionality of this aircraft, everything about this plane, I love it. I love it. I'm not a big fighter jet guy, like I told you, but unbelievable, this aircraft, in my opinion. We're just going to continue on heading mode back towards the north here. I'm going to do a little bit slight variation for the aircraft. Try to get the plane to turn a little bit better here. Still climbing up 51,000 feet, doing 750 knots still. Just unreal. Okay. So autopilot's coming back off now, and we're just gonna hand fly it. $65,000. $70,000. Flight testing. 72,000. $75,000. We're almost on space, guys. 80,000. 81, 82, 83, 200 knots, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. It's starting to struggle now. 92. I'm trying to push it up. 93. 94. I'm wrestling it. 94.8. Come on. 94.8. 94.8, guys. All right, let's pull back the engines here. Let's get an idea of where we're at. We're gonna turn in. We gotta go to West Palm Beach here. Losing control of the aircraft. All right, let's put a little bit more power in now. Gotta stabilize. 80,000. Unreal, right? Unfreaking real, this aircraft, guys. If you don't have it, I would suggest definitely going picking it up. This is unique, one of a kind, super fast. I love it, man. I mean, where else could you do 98,000 feet? Man, it makes 41,000 look like you're not even high. All right, here we go. As you can see, it goes way above the airspeed that says, right? Here's an airspeed test. Let's see how fast we can get this thing. This plane is insane. All right, let's just show you the capability of this aircraft. plane is way too much fun. All right, well, there you have it, guys. I mean, can I really say any more? If I'm being quiet, it's so good. It's just too much fun. Too much fun. Let's put on the map here for a second just so we can see the airport that we're going to, which is West Palm. So let's go ahead and hit the afterburners and get our butts over there. We're at 20,000 feet. We're going to descend now. And we'll be landing in West Palm shortly. Let's see how this thing lands. So nice, this aircraft. West Palm Beach is directly in front of us, so let's start pulling back the power here. We're at 10,000, 9,000 feet, and we should be landing shortly. It does have a speed brake. You could deploy to slow yourself down. Pretty cool. Super cool. Really nice. Check this out, guys. You're gonna see why this plane is so cool in a minute here, once we get closer to the ground. There's the airport. We'll go ahead and dip under the clouds here. Check this out, guys. You're gonna love this. I'm gonna stay in the back of the airplane just to show you this last feature here as we get this plane back down to the ground here. Man, this is so cool, this aircraft. Super, super stable. I love it. You can really, really control this aircraft all the way down to the ground, which is really fun. That's another cool feature of this aircraft. When you are finished with the parachute, it just flies off and disappears. right, and for the shutdown, pretty simple as well. I'll show you that real quick here. So after takeoff, landing, you have to turn the APUs on. I believe it has a checklist for that. After landing, APUs are off, blah, blah, blah. That's taxi before canopy, okay. And landing gear is required. Landing flaps, check. And, okay. Well, it doesn't say here, but we do have it, and you're supposed to turn on the APU before shutting off the engines here. So we'll let that come up, and we can go ahead and turn the panel lights back to the off position while we're here. Navigational lights are coming off. We'll leave the nav on for now until we have the engine shut down. This is also another cool feature. I'm not 100% sure what this does, but it is pretty cool, and it does light up. I have to learn what this is. I really don't know. If anybody knows, please leave me in the comments below and let me know what this is. I'm not a big fighter jet guy, but this plane is absolutely awesome. Just legend. Love this plane. Absolutely love it. I think we can go ahead and turn the oxygen back off here. Man, I can't believe we got this thing so high up in the air. Alright, so APU is on. So now we can go ahead and shut off the engines. After landing, I think that's what we do, right? APU on 100%, shut down engine. And condition. Okay. That's the strobe lights and all that stuff. It can go to the off position. And then we can finalize, which you hear the APU on. We can go ahead and shut that off. Bro, this plane is sick. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is amazing. The SU27 digital, and it's a nice aircraft. I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. For 25 bucks, this is, I love it. My favorite jet in the stream. I could honestly say that without a doubt. All the other ones I bought and purchased, this has got to be my favorite for so many reasons. Just the simplification of it, and just to use it without being stressed out. You could just get in, turn it on, have fun, and it goes. Not to mention the features. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing, smash the thumbs up. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.